How are we doing today, Twin Flames? Thanks so much for joining me for this week's Twin Flame Ascension Energies Tarot reading. It's a pleasure to have you. This week we're going to be covering how the Summer Solstice Gateway Portal, due to take place on the 20th of this month, will be affecting the Twin Flame Collective and helping us get closer together to physical union that much more. If you're a twin flame who's already in physical union watching this, and you still resonate with some of these messages, let me know in the comments section so that I can get a gauge of this for future video ideas. To continue, as most of you probably already know, the June solstice marks the halfway point of the year. It's when the sun is at its highest point in the sky, making it the longest day of the year, and it marks the official day of summer. But for twin flames undergoing the ascension process, it is here to secretly bring balance to us and to help us finalize karmic chapters within our lives, holding us back from thriving blissfully as we should be, which you may already be feeling approaching energetically like I am now myself. The sort of evening out effect, along with the theme of conclusions, makes this somewhat similar to the equinoxes that take place twice a year as well. So, now that that's brought us up to the same page a bit more, I think it's safe to get into the reading. Here we go. So the first card that presented itself for this reading is the Major Arcana card, the Judgment card. Here, it is interesting because when this card popped up about a week ago as a message for twin flames, it felt like the woman in the illustration was pouring water onto her face in order to cleanse herself and wash herself free from the past. However, this time, I can feel this fiery sensation that's burning off low vibrational energies, as well as people, tethering her to the very limiting age of Pisces timeline. This fiery sensation feels heavy, as if there was a huge god force coming down from heaven and casting this purifying fire down onto her because of the huge overhaul of karma, along with false timelines that she's graduated from and is ready to move on from entirely now. So this feels like divine intervention coming in to remove low vibrational situations and energies, both from within ourselves and within our external lives. For those of you who are in the group of twins at the forefront of the mission to bring in the new Earth Age of Aquarius paradise, the energy of this is so profound that it feels like this could be depicting the final portal that you need to go through in order to completely exit the Matrix beast system and return back to the unconditionally loving arms of your beloved other half where you rightfully belong. As usual, whenever we reach a conclusion stage on the journey, it can be very emotional as we say goodbye to what or whom we were once so used to being emotionally or energetically entangled with before. This particular parting of the ways feels like it is going to be just the same, as the energies of heartbreak are present here. This heartbreak that you undergo is actually, like always, healing your heart and heart chakra beneath the surface, however, as whenever we become liberated from a toxic individual's energies, this restores us back to our whole, healthy, joyous selves. The heartbreak also feels as if it is coming from saying goodbye to our former selves as well, as it normally occurs whenever we shed out of our old skin and attain a higher state of independence. But trust that this death and rebirth process, no matter how intense it is for you, is also building you up into the brand new 2.0 version of yourself, bringing eternal paradise to your life, and you and your twin together for physical union. The final energies that I can feel from this card is relief, as if the young woman has just finished running the longest marathon with the highest stakes at play and can now dive into the oasis and sanctuary, Spirit just said, that her and her twin have been traveling towards for ages now. So this goes right back into the message of true divine intervention taking place for this particular part of the Twin Flame Collective, as I can feel the most heavenly, rapturous presence of support, healing her from all of the final illusions and wounds, keeping her tethered to the old paradigm, as well as her soul being gently and gradually risen up from within her chest and back up into heaven where she's from. However, we are not actually physically heading anywhere, as this is symbolic of our souls and consciousness, sort of graduating from the 3D Earth School of Karma and Separation, And being promoted to the Heaven on Earth program of insane fun, wild dreams, extreme lovemaking, euphoric moments, and healthy challenges. Believe me when I say that you do deserve this. If you are part of this specific group of soon to be Twin Flame graduates, then you likely can already feel that you have both been through all of the challenges that you've needed to go through on your personal hero's journey, as well as reach the level of mastery and maturation that you've needed to attain within you to be able to ascend to this 2.0 level of living. So let this be your assurance if you were on the fence a bit of whether or not you are at this graduate level. Just like last week's theme, it feels like the Divine Masculine will be going through a bit of a tougher time due to the intense energies and pressure I feel being directed towards them, encouraging them to step into true manhood on another level and to wake up out of the matrix. I'm also feeling this sort of limpy, dangly, weak energy on the left side of my body and arm, which is where our feminine energy resides. So this is saying that the Divine Masculine's aloofness, even if it's a single percentage, makes it so that they are not providing the masculine support that they're supposed to be providing to their Divine Feminine counterpart, ultimately leaving them hanging, which also leaves open a big enough gap for entities to seep through and get in between the connection, pulling the two apart rather than together as a result. If you are the Divine Masculine watching this, and the intense frequencies of the Solstice Portal begin suddenly shifting your life around or becomes very demanding of you, Spirit is telling you to surrender, to allow, to let go, and to let God take you to the destination you're meant to be, and gradually, surely heading towards. If you're the Divine Feminine watching this and can feel your Divine Masculine counterparts scattered, chaotic energies bleeding over to your side, you are being told to be patient while they're in their chrysalis during this delicate death and rebirth process, overhauling their old life, to also be understanding and to practice extending unconditional love to them from your heart to theirs in the meantime. If it gets very intense or bothersome for you, then Spirit is saying this is when you're being asked to intervene. If this is your case, please check the link in the description, visit my Psychic Surgery Etsy shop, click on the Twin Flame Session section, and purchase the very affordable Twin Flame Ascension Symptoms Relief session so that Christ, myself, and our spiritual surgical crew can significantly relieve this for you. With the Page of Swords, it is interesting because it feels like the light bulb balloons that the girl holds in her hand is coming between the physical coming together of our unions. It feels like the two birds on either side of the balloons are representative of a twin flame pair, that being ours, and that they are blocking the two from being able to fully see each other. The bird to the right of the balloons has the energy of the Divine Masculine polarity of the union, and it feels like they are the ones who are struggling with their blindness more than the Divine Feminine polarity of the union is, meaning that you may be in a situation where you're much more awake to the union and in tune with the Ascension Energies than they are if you're the Divine Feminine watching this. However, it feels like the pressure that they're being put under this solstice season is actually occurring in order to test them and to cause enough friction, as well as sending them simulated, pre-orchestrated karmic circumstances to get them to wake up to this very thing that they've been blind to on whatever scale for your specific dynamic. I can also feel this sort of exploding, pot boiling over with water energy coming from Mother Earth and the entire universe as a whole with this, in order to depict the dire urgency behind getting these specific unions together. So whenever Mother Earth and the entire universe is watching and sending strong intentions, you bet they are going to pass these final tests, as it is extremely urgent and prophetically designed for this to reach full completion for the successful ascension of humankind. This is also a huge confirmation, if you've been needing any, that you two are a chosen power couple sent here to lead Mother Earth's ascension entirely back up into the 5D timelines of paradise once again, if the Earth and universe is strongly encouraging it. Whenever we reach intense periods like this, and lots of things need overhauling out of our lives, it can truly feel like things are coming to a head, like the climax of an action movie. I'm feeling that occur here within this card as well, and it's playing out as the two birds now representing entities, that being naysayers, haters, and enemies to God, your sacred union, flying towards you and your twin, surrounding you both, and mocking you like jabberjays from the Hunger Games. This is why I always refer to the Twin Flame Ascension process as the Matrix game, as this is exactly how programs behave in video games or even movies, whenever the hero is beginning to escape or is sent up to better things. I am sensing that this feeling of being attacked by outside negative forces is mostly being directed towards the males of the Union as a test of their power to stand up for themselves and speak their truths. However, although this may very well occur for them, it still feels like the young woman in the image is focusing intently on the book that she's holding in her hand, and that she is still maintaining control. So, yet again, as always, no matter how scary or unsettling the test may seem, this is reminding you that you've already done this before, and that this is merely just a test to see how much you've mastered, as well as a firm push, Spirit's also saying, to get you to the other side where your brand new life, heaven that is, awaits you. So it's just like those movies where a human being has temporary custody of a wild animal, and when they finally have to release them back into the forest, it gets emotionally intense and they use a bit of force to encourage the animal to run away. This is what this solstice period is to a T for the Divine Masculine Collective, as well as for any women who go through a tough final lesson of this essence during this time frame. Remember how powerful, awakened, enlightened, divine, and precious you are, no matter what comes up, and this too shall pass, just like it always does. Lastly, from the Seven of Cups, I'm feeling the energies of bitter endings. It's interesting because the white haze of fog surrounding the cups actually came with energy of an argument or altercation slowly and gradually rising. If anyone approaches you or your twin around this time frame, remember that they are matrix programs following algorithms and codes controlled by God, which is the whole reason they're suddenly deciding all by themselves, air quotes, to create some form of a karmic scenario with you in the first place. This means that you are the divine, angelic, alien quantum being who has the upper hand in every situation involving someone at a much lower rank and consciousness level, as well as mandatorily having no choice but to follow the beast's design. This puts you in the position of God, which all twin flame starseeds are being forced to rise back up into and realize for the final phase of their journey. This also means that for one of the last times, and potentially the very last time for some of us, we are also being asked to witness and observe the enemy of God with our very two eyes and third eye as true Jehovah's Witnesses, so that they may be recorded and judged terribly when time comes for Judgment Day imminently, which twin flames are majorly involved with. So again, although unfair and very tiresome, it isn't anything we haven't already done before, what we're being asked to do here. With this final breaking of karmic ties comes the most soothing, even overwhelming spirit saying, most welcoming energies of fulfillment, relaxation, and true peace like we've never had before, which I can feel intensely all throughout my heart chakra. It feels like the water streaming out from the cup towards the left of the card from your angle is representing an oasis sanctuary once again, and that is coming with the energies of great relief, healing from all of the chaos, along with a crap ton of abundance that will also heal us from all of the rest of the chaos that we had to undergo throughout this insane process. So there is something there to catch you after the storm is the great news here. It feels like the people you are being forced to let go of were greatly tethered to your heart chakra as an entity attachment type of setup, and that they were greatly feeding on this very important area and playing all kinds of games with your energy, both beneath and above the surface. So it's truly a great thing that they're being removed by the universe once and for all. This will therefore open up space and send out a signal to the universe that you're completely healthy and ready for real physical union as a result. So believe me, this final part of the journey is well worth it for sure. I can also feel the energies of new friendship, laughter, sunshine, and chit chat within the water streaming from the cup, which is also a major part of the abundance that's been prepared for you and your union for completing the first part of your major twin flame starseed mission, And they will be of great company and support for you both from here on out on your brand new journey together as soul family. This is the well thought out, pre orchestrated design that God created for us to land right into once we finish clearing out the insane amount of karma and pollution from our lives, Mother Earth, and the universe. And believe me when I say that it only gets better from here on out until our cup runneth over and then some, in order to make up for all of it, just as it is prophesied. We are in the winning seats, and we can be especially proud of ourselves in the humblest way because it's all for the right reasons. The final advice that Spirit and I want to provide you is to remember that you are in full charge of your life at all times as a divine, eternal being in a human body, even if it doesn't seem like it at times, within this illusory world that we've been brainwashed to believe in, and that you are so close to the most ultimate freedom. So please trust that you and your twin are still both safe and keep moving forward as usual. The reward that you both receive upon completion of this will be more than anything. Just wait and see. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for the Twin Flame reading regarding the full moon on the 21st. Check the description for info on my services and offers. Like and subscribe if you'd like future content from me. And have a great solstice. Stay blessed, tribe. Bye.
Filling this hole